Hi, I'm Jay Thomas from Jay Thomas Auto, and welcome to another edition of Hot Rod Hangout, where we check out what is new at Rods Hotrods on Faithful Avenue in Saskatoon. Okay, Rod, I'm here because there's a couple of special cars, probably the nicest one you've ever seen we're going to talk about. Another one that is got an incredible story, a couple of Chevelles. Okay, we're going to talk about that in a second. But hey, let's get an update on some of the stuff that's going on in the shop, the other shop where all the other magic happens.
It's busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got 3 Camaros on the go right now. The problem is right now waiting for some parts. Like everybody knows, building a car, it's hard getting parts, certain parts right now. So hopefully we'll get that resolved soon. We got a 69 Pro Touring Camaro that's just about done.
Yep.
Waiting on a few parts I just ordered from California today. So I try and keep everything local as I can.
As much as we can, yeah.
I can't do it all.
That's right.
Just got the 78 Camaro out of the body shop today. So that's at our other shop.
Yep.
Looks good, silver.
So now it's reassembly, right?
Yeah, it's going to start soon when the other one gets done, the 69.
Okay, gotcha.
The 67 Pro Street, big block blowing,
Juicy
car. We have to categorize all the parts and make sure everything's there, and then probably a day of stripping it down, and then that's going to paint too.
Who's working over there for you?
There's Ken Longpree.
Yep.
And Alex Lashenko are the 2 guys that we have at the shop.
Awesome. So thanks, guys, for all the hard work you do. Let's take a look right now, though, what's new here on Faithful Avenue. So we got a little treat here to start with. We got Chris here from Phobia, and you're doing some polishing here for us.
Yeah, cleaning up some paint, making it look pretty. Old paint, well, not on this, but anything that's sat for a long time definitely deserves it after it's been sat and baked in the sun.
Yep.
So it's like my favorite stuff to do. Black cars particularly, probably my favorite. Well, 80% of my clients I'd say were black cars.
So it's like a form of therapy for you, just to sit and polish and...
Oh man, nothing's better than like seeing people's reactions when they drop off a car that hadn't been washed in a year to see that happen. Oh yeah, it's awesome.
Cool. What do you think, Rod?
Looks good to me.
Yeah, it's coming along already. He's already done a bit of a run over it, but this is the final stage.
Here's the sealer.
Yeah, this has already been, like I did this on the weekend, and now we're just gonna clean up some aginess, give it a coating, helps put the clear coat harden up, and then helps it look even better. So.
Cool. Amazing. All right, Rod, here we are in the showroom, and man, we've covered a lot of cars, but you say this is one of the best examples you've ever had?
Probably the nicest Chevelle I've ever had.
Yeah.
And it's probably up in the top 5 of the nicest, detailed, nicest cars that we've had.
Yep. Here it is. What are we looking at? 67 Chevelle. And it's almost nice that it's not been cloned as an SS. It's a Chevelle, Malibu Chevelle, 327. Yeah.
And it's restored exactly how it should have been. There's no cowl hood on it. There's no big emblems. There's no stripes on it. There's no, just a nice, clean, nice car.
Yeah, absolutely. And it is just so well done. The paint is flawless on this car. And I can't believe, you know, what the interior looks like as well.
Red on red's a classic.
It is. It totally is. And you know, the other thing is that, like, close that door. Listen, like, as if it was a new car.
And it's set up. That's all in the setup, right?
Totally.
You know, getting your gaps right and your like adjustments all right, so it closes just like that.
But I mean, you got to do the actual restoration properly.
Exactly.
For that to happen, right? I mean, it doesn't
that doesn't just fall into place.
No. Hey, want to pop the hood? Let's see what's under there.
Can. This is a test, so I know where to get it from here. Got her.
They're all different. Oh, look at that. So must have probably been restored. I'm assuming it's come apart, but that looks like it's the original 327.
I would guess.
We got headers on there.
Yeah, a couple of the headers. It looks like the new master cylinder, portioning valve. But they've done a nice job with the hoses, the right GM hoses, the right hose clamps.
Yeah, I noticed that, right?
Lots of the little stuff, but it's not over-restored, but it's just nice.
Yeah, that's right. They've done a good job of it. Yeah. Man, what a beautiful car. Like, it's just so sweet. Wow. Chrome is perfect, everything. Even the red line, you know, tires.
Yeah.
And they're like Firestone replicas. They're awesome. Even those are big money now, man.
If you can get them, that's the problem right now.
Yeah. I mean, I've been looking at tires recently and like out of the States, they're insanely priced. So this is a beauty, but it's sold.
It's sold.
Right?
To a nice couple from just out of town, so it's staying kind of localish.
Oh, that's good.
Yep.
So maybe
You'll
this
probably
next
see it
summer,
around, some show and shines.
We'll see some show and shines. It's not going to be gone for forever. Right on. Beauty Malibu. One red Chevelle to the other. Okay, this is a special story. Before we even move to that car.
Okay, do you want a part of the story?
Yeah, let's hear it all.
Okay, I'll try to do my best that I can. This car was bought by an older gal in Regina. She bought it brand new, ordered it this way. You'll see all the options when we go to the car. It was last plated in 1994. To my knowledge, she had passed away in 1995. So the car hasn't moved since that time.
Really?
1994, that's the last time that the car was plated. We picked the car up from the exact house, address, garage where it was sold to brand new. There was a bill for new tires in 1993 because they were, just dry rotted.
Yep.
The car was always in a garage. And at that point, it had 74 something miles on it when they put the new tires on. Now there's 8,200 miles.
8,200 miles.
So in that year, they put 600 miles roughly on in that year.
Yep.
And it hasn't moved in 27 years until right now.
So how did you find out about this car?
The gentleman contacted me. They were selling the house through the estate and of his mom.
Yep.
Right? I'm assuming, not the grandma. The grandma had passed away back in '95. So he had contacted me saying that there's a car in the garage. They sold the house and they had to get rid of the car. So I went up to have a look at it just to make sure it was. Lots of people say they have an original car, but until you see it in real life, this is a true, actual barn find. And I've had lots of Chevelle gurus through my shop looking at this car to verify exactly what I'm telling you is true.
Well, I can imagine everybody watching this video right now. The suspense is killing them. So let's do the big reveal here. Here it is. This is a 1972 Chevelle with 8,200 and something miles on it.
Yep.
From Regina. And here's the proof right here. Regina Motor Products sticker still on the back of it. So, options-wise, when this car was
Not many
bought,
options on this car.
it's a really base car. I mean, except for the fact that we have a V8 under the hood.
It's a 307.
Right.
I wish it was a 350, but it's a 307. It's factory air conditioning, which is really cool. The odd options, well, it's got power steering and brakes. That's about it for options. I've never seen a Chevelle with a factory vinyl floor.
So here we go. Now,
Keep in mind the vinyl floor is cracked on the driver's side.
this car is like stepping into a new car minus the floor.
We haven't touched the inside yet.
Like door panels, perfect. Seats, not a rip.
Headliner, everything.
Headliner, all
Look
good.
at the dash. Even like the plastic on the
Not a crack on the dash.
is mint.
Not even a crack in the steering wheel, which is unbelievable. A vinyl floor. It is just sensational.
You wouldn't believe when we did all the mechanical work. Paragon Auto did all the underpinnings. Being sitting for so long, you had to go through the whole car.
Yep.
New brakes, new gas tank was dropped, record the rat, on and on and on. So all that stuff is done, and it runs flawlessly. You can barely even hear it run.
You can. When we started it, like, it purrs.
Yeah.
It literally, there's not even a knock or a tick in this engine.
Now, we thought just for giggles, we would try the AC. Blows cold. We didn't touch it. That's from factory. It blows
R12,
cold.
the original R12
Yes. Blows cold.
has not leaked out.
So we started cleaning it up. We started doing, not me, he just, Chris on the front's doing some polishing on the 37. He started this car. He's going to be working on it tonight some more.
Yep.
And we're going to just work on it as much as we can.
Well, I mean, like, look, here's the evidence, right? He's half done the hood. Look at that. Look at how it just comes back alive. Man, oh man. Isn't that something?
You want me to pop the hood quick?
Yeah, let's look. This is like looking at a brand new old stock car.
Yep.
We're always on the hunt for new old stock parts. This is a whole new old stock car, basically. The whole thing.
Having said that, even right down to the brake drums, most people don't even know this. going down the assembly line, they put chalk marks on stuff just to verify that they've done it. Had different color chalk marks on one side of the car to the other side of the car.
Right.
And if you don't know that, this is like an untouched car. So we took pictures of all that. And it even had the original GM oil filter on it.
It had what?
Took it off. I'm assuming they would have had at least one oil change, but it was the actual GM, back factory oil filter. We got pictures of that too.
Wow.
But we kept every hose, everything that we took off the car, we kept.
Because we did have to replace some hoses, and it was just a simple fact of they're so old that they're not reliable to use.
Yeah.
So
the master cylinder's new, obviously you can tell.
Yeah.
But we kept all the original parts.
Right. So everything that came off is still here with the car.
Yep.
Minus maybe the tires, right? Not savable.
We don't have the original tires that came with the car.
This is sensational. So I mean, look at the difference in the paint. Like this is what it's going to look like when this is all done, when the polishing is all done. It had just inches and inches of dirt on it, didn't it?
Oh, it was gross. And the inside smelled nasty.
It wasn't dirty. It was just closed up forever, right?
Yeah, it was closed. Well, 27 years.
But I mean, look at this. Even the chrome.
Oh, the chrome's mint, yeah.
Like somebody would pay a fortune just to get their hands on that bumper.
It still has right down to the coil springs in the front. Still has the actual sticker tag on it.
On the coil.
The trailing arms on the back has the sticker, and all the markings from when you drop the gas tank are all still right on the bottom of the trunk floor.
Well, speaking of which, there's something else really special in here.
Yeah, you're not going to see this.
So we've got an original. There's the parts that came off the under the hood. This is an original spare tire, and I don't think it's ever been on. Like it looks perfect. Here's the real special treat, and it's hard to see, but that's the jack, and the plastic piece that's around it, sort of shovel shaped.
Yep.
Is, you're telling me, almost impossible to find.
You can't find those. There's no way, because as soon as you use them when they were new, either the kids used them to go down the hill in the wintertime, right? Or they just got so brittle they just broke.
Well, and there's rubber bands around it, right?
And there's the rubber bands that are still
little
there.
rubber bands that hold it all
never
together.
been used, obviously.
It's never come apart. Look at the gloss on the inside of the trunk lid here. Like, not rust.
Everybody sees these stickers. Most of them are repops, but that picture shows the actual plastic piece that we're talking about.
Yeah. But even look at the paint in there.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's brand new.
And now there are other signs.
Touched up.
See these? You can see runs in the paint here.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see it on the camera. That's factory. And underneath here is not painted. Oh. That's factory.
It's the way it was done.
Exactly.
Because of the way it was the gun sprayed.
Exactly. So that's more proof that it's an original job, right?
Well, and it's interesting because it's a white roof car. It's not a vinyl top.
Oh, that gets me to the paperwork. So, yeah, and people have asked about that too. So there's a copy of this right on the website, but it shows it being a cranberry red car, antique white roof with a medium tan vinyl bench seat interior. So it shows it all right there.
Yeah. Wow.
And all the options. The air conditioning's right there.
Special two-tone paint. Yeah. Wow.
And I think the warranty cards and the Protecto plate. These are just copies that I made, but we have the originals, right?
Right. The originals are all with the car.
Regina
right.
Products.
And there it is, Regina Motor Products. Look at that.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
So it's kind of neat. Even right down to these moldings, I thought these were just something that you buy from Canadian Tire. These stick-on ones, these are not. These are the original moldings that are on the build sheet. These are actually on with metal clips.
Oh, from the backside?
Yeah, so they're actually, you can't just pull them off.
No.
Like that's
not glue.
That's how they did it back then. I didn't even know that.
Well, because it does look like that trim everybody used to put on in the 70s and 80s. You'd go to, the store and buy that stuff, right? Wolfco, Zellers, whatever.
It's an actual body side molding.
Yeah.
Part, B84.
There's a code for it.
Yep.
Like, I mean, probably not a lot of people ordered them with that because most people who were ordering cars like this were ordering them as sports cars, right? And, you got to wonder. I mean, I'd love to hear the story behind this because you and I were talking. Why did an older lady buy a Chevelle, brand new? I think she was going for the gusto. I think it was the last car and she wanted to have some fun.
The last hurrah.
Yeah, the last hurrah. But she still ordered, she probably thought, well, I don't need a console. What do I need that for? I just want a bench seat,
But I need air conditioning.
But I need air conditioning. And I need this body side molding because, you know, what if I'm in the parking lot and it gets dinged up? I don't want that to happen.
Couldn't have ordered the nice wheels, but
that probably didn't matter to her at all. The wheels that came
cool,
with it
though.
turned around, so who cared? It's what a special, unique car. Now, this is gonna also be going someplace special.
Well, the bad news is that it's sold today. But the good news is it's going to a friend of mine that is going to do the car justice. It will be put back exactly how it should be put back with the right original tires on it, the whole bit. Where you're going to see this car next is going through Scottsdale, Barrett-Jackson in January.
Wow. And you know what? Somebody is going to eat this thing up like an original
with all the documentation.
Yeah, with all the documentation, 8,000 mile Chevelle. I mean,
I booked my flights today. I'm going to Barrett. We got our hot rod going through. We got a couple other ones that we can watch going through. They came out of this shop, so it'll be fun.
I'm pretty jealous. So if you see something you liked, go to rodshotrods.ca. You can find all the pictures and pricing and details there. And there is always new stuff in the works. I'm blown away by the story of the 72. Like, that's so cool.
Pretty cool.
Saskatchewan car. Yeah, you know, like that's one of those true barn finds, if you want to call it that.
It still happens.
Yeah,
it's still
out there. That's awesome. What are we looking forward to arriving here at Rods Hot Rods pretty soon?
Probably tomorrow or the next day, we're going to be getting in a cool 87 Bronco.
Ooh, right on.
I've never had one here, so I'm kind of excited to get it in.
87, okay, so a little newer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, still the big full size.
Not quite the OJ, but it's the previous one.
Close.
Yeah,
close.
yeah.
Yeah, awesome. That won't be around here long, I'm sure.
No, well, we never know. It's a pretty cool rig, though. Come down and check it out. The other one that we just about got done is our new deck truck.
Yeah.
We already have a deck truck now, 2015 Dodge 5500, works good. We got a retro tow truck. We got a 68 or 69, I can't remember, C700 cab over, roll-off deck. It's super cool. The old beacons on the roof, like it's an actual real old tow truck with a newer deck on the back.
Right.
So we're gonna use that for more local stuff. You know, as far as PA maybe, you know, around, but not long distances, but it's gonna be cool though.
It'll be driving around here.
Too Tall is gonna be doing that one too.
Oh,
Getting all
awesome.
straight, yeah.
Awesome, that's gonna look great. I'm sure we'll be seeing that on maybe 8th Street coming up this summer.
Guaranteed, we'll have both going, yeah.
And hey, if you're looking for somebody, the car gal or car guy in your life, you're still looking for Christmas presents, I got my fancy new hat here from Rods Hot Rods, and you know, we got this, and he's got some cool flannel stuff, so come
And
by.
some new stuff too coming.
Yeah, that's right, there is more new on the way, so come check it out here on Faithful. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and we'll catch you next time for Hot Rod Hangout.